Hi there. I've come dressed as Mildred Hubble today for Well Book Day, and I haven't got the story and I'm devastated, but you know what? One of Mildred's best friends is Winnie the Witch, and I like this book, so I thought we would read this one today. The pictures are fabulous. This is Winnie the Witch's house. Winnie the Witch lived in a black house in the forest. The house was black on the outside and black on the inside. The carpets were black, the chairs were black, the bed was black, and it had black sheets and black blankets, and even the bath was black. Every single thing was black. There's only Winnie wears the colours. Everything else is black. I think I'm going to come dressed as her next year. Winnie lived in her black house with her cat, Wilbur, and he was black too. And that is how the trouble began. Wilbur's black as well. When Wilbur sat on a chair with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. She could see his eyes anyway, because he has beautiful green eyes. But when Wilbur closed his eyes and went to sleep, Winnie couldn't see him at all. And so she sat on him. Look, she squashed him. When Wilbur sat on the carpet with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. She could see his eyes anyway. But when he went to sleep, he closed his eyes and Winnie couldn't see him at all. And she tripped over him and she hurt herself. One day, after a very nasty fall, Winnie decided something had to be done. She picked up her magic wand, waved it once, and abracadabra! Wilbur was a black cat no longer. He was bright green. There he is, just like his eyes. See him everywhere now. Now, when Wilbur slept on the chair, she could see him. When he slept on the floor, she could see him. And she could even see him when he slept on the bed. Wilbur was not allowed to sleep on the bed. She made him move. Wilbur wasn't happy about that. So Winnie put him outside in the grass. Uh-oh. When Wilbur sat outside in the grass, Wilbur couldn't see him, even when his eyes were wide open. Winnie came hurrying outside, tripped over Wilbur, turned 3 somersaults, and fell into a rose bush. This time, Winnie was furious. She picked up her magic wand, waved it 5 times, and said, abracadabra! And Wilbur had a red head, a yellow body, a pink tail, blue whiskers, and 4 purple legs. But his eyes were still green. Now Winnie could see Wilbur when he sat on the chair, when he laid on the carpet, when he crawled into the grass. She could see him everywhere. Uh-oh. Even when he was at the top of a very tall tree. Look at him up there. Oh no. How is he going to get down? Oh, look at poor Wilbur. He's got his hands over his eyes. Wilbur climbed to the top of the tallest tree to hide. He looked ridiculous, and he knew it. Even the birds laughed at him, poor little thing. Wilbur was miserable. He stayed at the top of the tree all day and all night. And the next morning, Wilbur was still up in the tree. You can just see him there. Winnie was getting worried. She loved Wilbur and she hated him to be miserable. What are we going to do? Then Winnie had an idea. She waved her magic wand and said, abracadabra! And Wilbur was a black cat once more. He came down from the tree purring. He was over the moon to be back to normal. And then Winnie waved her wand again, and again, and again, and again. Oh, look what she's done. Now, instead of a black house, she had a yellow house with a red roof and a red door. The chairs are white and red and white cushions. The carpet was green with pink roses. The bed was blue with pink and white sheets and pink blankets. The bath was a gleaming white. And now Winnie can see Wilbur. no matter where he sits. Well, I think that's a very sensible idea, Winnie. Well done, you. And that's it.